Man, oh man, is it a great time to be alive right now. A great time to be alive. Just in general, you know, not regarding what else is going on. Obviously, there's still things that are happening. That's pretty unfortunate. But when it comes to gaming, entertainment enthusiasts, when it comes to gaming and movies, man, we are seeing so many remakes or just revisions, and we're starting to see old studios coming back to the old franchises and trying them again, and it's working. We're getting Halloween, the Michael Myers movie remakes and sequels. We're getting a new movie, a sequel to the old Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We've got Need for Speed remakes. We've got Tony Hawk. We've got Metroid. They're getting their own remasters and stuff soon. And the new game, Dread. And then we got Tony Hawk. I don't know if I mentioned that already. Mass Effect. We just got a good amount of things coming. And now Dead Space. I know I missed a lot when it comes to that, but it's a great time to be a gamer in general, and definitely a horror fan as well. So what you just saw was the confirmation of Dead Space, a remake of Dead Space. Actually, it's not just a remaster. It will be a remake. The trailer went live on EA Play Live earlier today. It was the last game they showcased. It looks badass. What you just saw, badass. I'm telling you, just from that alone, as far as graphics go, because they are remaking it, so I know they will put in their own changes when it comes to story and all that. I'll get to all that in a sec, but graphics wise, it already looks amazing. I'm already looking forward to this title. But let's read here. So it says the sci-fi survival horror classic Dead Space returns, completely rebuilt from the ground up by Motive Studios to offer a deeper and more immersive experience. Harnessing the power of the Frostbite game engine and next-generation consoles, this remake brings jaw-dropping visual fidelity and improvements to gameplay while staying true to the original. Dead Space will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. So it is already confirmed that it is just going to be on those consoles mentioned there. It is going to be purely next-gen. It is not going to be previous-gen consoles. So if you got only an Xbox One or Xbox One X or PlayStation 4, you're going to have to upgrade. Me included in that discussion. I only have a Xbox One S right now. I do have a PC, but I'm a PlayStation guy. Or PlayStation console guy. I can play on PC, but I am a console guy. I really dig Xbox. I prefer Xbox over PlayStation, by the way. I literally still have pictures saved up to this day of me and my older sister as babies with a PlayStation 1 in the background that we grew up with. I do not discriminate against consoles. Any of them. Any gaming, anything. Atari, Sega, it doesn't matter what it is. I don't discriminate. If it has good games, I'm going to play it. Old or new, you know. I don't care anything. You know what I'm saying? So, sucks. We're going to have to all upgrade, and it's hard to get our hands on these things right now at a fair price because obviously scalping, pain in the ass. That's going to be fun when this game comes out, and don't let there be a special edition. Oh, yeah. I don't even want to think about it. But, as we continue on, Isaac Clarke is an everyman engineer on a mission to repair a vast, sprawling starship, the USG Ishimura, only to discover something has gone horribly wrong. The ship's crew has been slaughtered and infected by some alien scourge, and Isaac's beloved partner, Nicole, is lost somewhere on board. Now Isaac is alone with only his tools and engineering skills as he attempts to uncover the nightmarish mystery of what happened aboard the Ishimura. Trapped with hostile creatures called necromorphs, Isaac faces a battle for survival, not only against the escalating terrors of the ship, but his own crippling sanity. Yeah, the game's badass. Let's take a look at the trailer again before I really get into a deep discussion. Not too deep, but just my thoughts. So, let me turn this down. Not so loud. So, we have the doors opening. which sound great, by the way. Ooh, look at the way that looks already. If the whole game looks like this, by the way, let me go back. If the whole game can look like this opening shot with the browns and the blacks, let me pause it. If it can look similar to this, because I know in the 0G areas, then you go outside before you have to get on the asteroid gun and shoot some asteroids away. There's certain parts that are way more lit than others, and I'm for those. But if in general, and if the whole game can be based off of this look alone, oh my goodness, that's alone making me more excited to play this. If it's gonna look like this, I've always dreaded going back and playing the original Dead Space. Even though I can literally, I want to play the original on my channel, I will make a full walkthrough. You'll see how I completely run through that game because of how well I know it. And some of you are probably gonna get nervous who never played it before or who know what's gonna happen. You're like, you're just running into it. It's like, yeah, because I know the game pretty good, so I know what's gonna happen, and I still, regardless of knowing it as well as I do, still to this day dread going to certain areas. That's how good that game is. That even though I can run through it, it still terrifies me to get through those certain parts. Man, and if this can bring that feel to it, what we're hearing here, just look at the blood and the water and the, ooh. And then of course, got that iconic Twinkle Twinkle Little Star theme in the back with, of course, the necromorphs there. Look at that. Ooh, the slasher looks great. And then we got your boy Isaac Clarke with his iconic plasma cutter next to him. Cut off their limbs. You already know. It's already known. Dead Space with the Ishimura ship right here. Frostbite engine down in the bottom right with the mode of electronic arts. We got the planet in the back too. Ooh, Dashi. Not right now, Dashi. I'll watch you in a little later. We got the planet in the background there. That was the Aegis 7 planet that was behind that. That's the planet's name, Aegis 7. And see, so just talking a little bit on the game, the design of the game, the way it looks is great. All right, look-wise, it looks fantastic. So this trailer on the Dead Space channel, this is the actual Dead Space official channel, by the way. I literally looked up Dead Space channel because I tried to look up just Dead Space, but it didn't pop up. But when I put channel next to it, it did. Go subscribe to them, by the way, and they have the new updated logo. But I went on this channel, and I think you could do it on IGN too, but it allows 4K. I'm running this in 4K, and you guys are going to see the trailer in 4K if you can. Try to look at it at the best rate possible because it looks fantastic. So my main gripes with this, with a Dead Space remake, would be, for me at least, story beats. Like, now this is gonna get into spoilers too for a little bit. I'm not gonna get, well, it's just gonna be short. I'm not gonna rant too much, but it will have spoilers. So those who haven't played, do not listen to what I'm about to say. But I mean, it is a remake, so these can possibly change. So I don't know, but at least if you haven't played the original and plan to, I'm gonna give some huge spoilers away. So do not listen to this next part. But here we go. For me, they need to keep story beats like Dr. Mercer and the your experiences with him and the Hunter, the Regenerator Necromorph. The Regenerator Necromorph, they need to keep his story beats. They need to keep Dr. Kyne's story beat when he shows you the hive mind towards the end of the game, and then also, of course, Kendra Daniels' infamous betrayal, where she betrays you, kills Dr. Kyne. And you realize that throughout the game, Hammond Zach Hammond has been the lead crew member. He's your guys' captain. The lead on that mission. He has been constantly getting these blackouts with his comms. His comms have been going out. He comes into contact with you guys, then later he doesn't. And then it's funny because Kendra seems annoyed whenever he gets back in communication with you guys. And then you find out she's been disrupting his comms the entire time. And then you find out in the end she betrays you guys. She kills Kyne. Dr. Hammond dies, or Hammond dies from a enhanced brute. And just certain story beats like the betrayal. Even Nicole's dead. You find out she's dead in the end. I feel even though it is a remake, they are going to change some things. Those story beats for me can make or break this experience for me, depending on how. Now I'm open to change. I am very open to change. It depends how they execute it. If whatever they change doesn't live up to the standards of what the original Dead Space did, story-wise, just all that, it's gonna suck. But if it can overdo and do better than what the old original Dead Space did, I'm open to it. I am very open to it. Only time will tell. We can't really speculate on too much besides what we know from the original game. But I just hope with this new game, and you can check out this on IGN. The day you could go on IGN and they have a Dead Space remake devs discuss how EA Motive is basically working on this game. And I watched it already. He talks about how, I mean, it sounds good. They're saying they're trying to bring old things back, like how in Dead Space 2 you have the zero gravity is better in Dead Space 2 compared to Dead Space 1. Those areas are more fluid, more clean to walk on. The mechanics are better. And he's saying he wants to bring certain mechanics from 2 and 3 that they did better than 1 and kind of throw it on into 1, you know, into this remake to make the first one just that even better, you know. And I've always wanted to see this. What could a Dead Space 1 look like if it had some of the elements of 2 and 3? And now we'll be able to get a taste of that. And that can honestly make this game even better than the original. Possibly. It has a lot to live up to. But I mean, they say they got fans of the series that are constantly in touch with them and are telling them the do's and don'ts, what they like and what they don't like, what'll make and break the game. So hopefully they got the right fans, because that will really seriously, drastically affect if this game is good or not. You know, like I said, certain story beats I feel are a must. If you're gonna remake a original Dead Space, they need to go on the routes that Capcom did with Resident Evil 2 Remake, where they stayed really faithful to the original. You know, and they need to stick that way through all the way. They need to realize that the remake of Resident Evil 2 was great, but 3 was not. So they need to keep that original feel. If they're going to do Dead Space 1, 2, and 3's remake, they need to keep that original feel on all 3. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, well, they can mess 3 up a lot. For me, the story beat still is important. Just, yeah, when it comes to the action parts and all that, they can definitely fix that. There's a lot that needs fixing with that game. But as far as this game, speaking on this game for now, because this one's even already, who knows how long it's out. I'm hyped. I'm ready for it. I want to see a lot more news, and I will be sure to update you guys on the news. I just hope they really stick close to the source material and don't branch off too much. They talk about improving old things and making them better. Hopefully they do. The gore on the dismembering mechanics they're saying is supposed to be up more. If they can get this right, dude, I'm telling you, this will be the game of the year, unless it releases alongside Metroid Prime 4, which I'm thinking it has a possibility of doing. It could release in the next couple years, and that's what people are speculating Metroid Prime 4 will be releasing in. If Metroid Prime 4 and Dead Space release in the same year, It's gonna be Cream City up in here. Oh yeah, it is. That's gonna be an exciting time, fellas. And it's not really a female version of fellas, huh? Because in Spanish, O is for guy, A is for girl, so it'd be like fellows and fellas. But no, yeah. I'm really looking forward to this. Hope you guys are looking forward to this. Hope you guys get into the franchise more, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more. So I hope they start talking to us more. I hope they give us more info on what they're doing with these guys. We gotta see our beloved Necros. We gotta see how they look. The slasher looks amazing. It just looks great, in my opinion. It looks... Where's it at? Oh, I went too far, I think. Yeah, look at him. Ugh, just ugly. It looks great, though. From this silhouette, it looks faithful. So we'll have to see. No doubt, we'll have to see. And just, we'll have to tune in for more later. But that's really it. I covered mostly what was discussed. My thoughts on it. What I hope, my hopes for it. And hopefully it can sell and do good. You know, that's all you can really wish for right now, is hopefully it lives up to what the original did. But nonetheless, I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.